good morning. Today, let me turn the Roomba off, it's kind of loud. Sorry about that. This morning, I thought it would be good to do a day in the life. It's a good day for it. It's a super normal day around here, fingers crossed. Sometimes I say that and it turns out to be anything but a normal day. And like any other normal day, we got started late today. I woke up at 5 instead of 4:45, which is not that big of a difference, but I didn't make my coffee last night. So by the time I sat down and started working, it was like 5:25, and we had company yesterday in from Orlando. John's brother just moved here, so he came in yesterday, and then we all went out to dinner last night. So we got home late for us. We got home at like 9, and so we didn't do a lot of our normal like setting up for the next day kind of stuff last night. So anyway, also our house was a wreck because we didn't do our normal routine yesterday of like chores and things. So where I would normally work from 5 to 6 and then do my workout from 6 to 7, do some housework until we start morning basket at 8. I worked until like 6:30 because I realized that I had made a big mistake in a video that was scheduled to post. And I didn't realize that until I was checking on it this morning, which I always check on my video that's gonna upload that day. I just put it on and listen to it in the background while I do school planning and stuff like that. So I messed up on that. I had to re-edit that. And then instead of working out right away, I started tidying up because our house was kind of a wreck, and the big drama here is that somebody had a nosebleed last night and we don't know who, because one of the boys, whichever boy it was who had the nosebleed, climbed in the other boy's bed. You wanna get up? Okay. Climbed in the other boy's bed, and so it's in both of their beds, so I have to wash both of their sheets. Who knows though, because I checked their noses and you can't tell. So I had to do that, and then you know how that goes. That led into me doing the dishes that I hadn't done yesterday and sweeping the floors and da-da-da-da-da. So we're super behind today. It's 8:30, the kids are starting their independent work, and we're just gonna start morning basket at 9 instead of at 8. So they were outside while I was doing my workout after they finished their chores. Because we didn't do math yesterday, they're gonna do 2 today, which they don't mind because they love teaching textbooks. And so they're gonna get started on that while her and I get showered and cleaned up for the day, and then we will start our morning basket at 9. So I'm not trying to make anyone jealous or anything, but if there was a contest for the fastest mom shower, I would win it, hands down. I don't even have to wait for the shower to get warm. So Mama 4 right there. Man, this girl's fast. Let's go clean them up, okay? Here, you go carry it to the bathroom. Go put it in the bathroom, okay? You gonna do it? Yeah. Oh, is that Batman? Let me see Batman. Batman, is he your favorite? Oh, I think that's a yes. I just realized that I never finished. I washed all of the the pillow covers the other day, and then I never finished putting them back on. So apparently somebody wants to do a puzzle. I've got to run the Roomba and then finish those pillows as well. And I've got like 5 minutes, so let's see if I can make this happen. I hate those pillows. I'm just kidding, I love them, but I'm doing that thing, you know, where you shove larger pillows into a smaller pillowcase to make it look more full, especially because my kids jump on the pillows, and if I didn't do that, they'd literally be pancakes. Actually, the larger pillows kind of are pancakes already, so it shouldn't be that hard to shove them in there, but my arms are sore. Anyway, the kids cleaned up the breakfast mess, but I still need to come wipe down the table because it's definitely not clean enough to shove or to set any school books on top of, especially considering that somebody comes behind, and anybody who left their bowls on the table, she comes through and does cleanup crew, which makes a much bigger mess. So I'm gonna clean the table up and then go check on the kids. I haven't dropped the bomb on them yet that they have to do second math, although they should know since we missed it yesterday. But they shouldn't complain because they really, really love their math. So yeah, let's go check on Bella and see how she's doing. I'm going to put a link up here in the corner for my full review and the reasons that we use and love the Teaching Textbooks curriculum, but just in case you don't have time to watch that right now, I'm going to go over a few of the things that I think are really important and the things that are our favorite about teaching textbooks. So first things first, you guys have heard me say it a million times, but it is worth saying again. I believe that teaching textbooks really was the answer to a lot of the problems that we were having and the stress that we were having surrounding homeschool, because math was such a frustrating subject for me to teach and for my daughter to learn at the time. So since we switched to teaching textbooks, there is excitement about math. As you can tell, they are super excited to do it every time. They love getting on the computer. It's fun. It's visually entertaining. Well, it's also a gentle and smooth scope and sequence, so they're not frustrated because there's all of a sudden just this super spike in difficulty and they don't know what they're doing and they feel like they can't do it. I think that's one of the things that I love most about teaching textbooks, is that it's just really encouraging and they really feel like they're accomplishing a whole lot and it's fun. The other thing is they now have a family plan. So if you have a few students, I believe it's 4 or more students using teaching textbooks, then you can get in on the family plan, which makes it all much more inexpensive, so you don't have to pay a ton of money to do math every single year. The other thing that I want to mention as well is that they have a free trial right now, which is amazing because you don't have to enter your credit card information and there's no commitment as far as that goes for you. And you can try the first 15 lessons. Your students can answer all of the questions, and should you choose to purchase it, their answers and their grades will transfer over into the new curriculum once you purchase it. So you don't lose any of that effort. They have the first 15 lessons completed and you don't pay for it or enter your credit card information in until you actually decide if you want to keep it. So there's no time limit for that. It's really nice and it really gives you a good idea of how the curriculum works versus just having one single sample lesson. So thank you so much, Teaching Textbooks, for sponsoring this video. Again, I absolutely love this curriculum and I'm honored to be working with you once again. All right, this one is working on some of his preschool. What are you doing, dude? What's going on?
The ghost.
The ghost? So this is some more of the Let's Play School preschool, but this is her Halloween pack, which is really cute. So if this video goes up before Halloween and you still have a chance to go grab it, if you have a $9 a month subscription, you can get this and download it as part of that subscription without any additional cost. Or I think, yeah, she does have some holiday stuff too. Like I think she may have a Thanksgiving pack. Not positive, but she does have a Christmas pack for sure. So he's working on some of that. And Bella is playing sensory bin with Annabeth, and the Roomba is interrupting me again.
Did you pick one of these out yesterday? It was bigger.
Whoa. Alright, so that's a bummer that my video went up so late today, but it is time for morning basket, and I see that somebody is doing what she's supposed to be doing, and everybody else, including the dog, are a little bit off. Hey, don't eat that. Give that to me. What did you find? 24 is the one that's still wet. Mm-hmm. So Bella is doing this as her morning basket, the times tables activity book, for some more times tables practice. And she just had to cross out each item on the clothesline, and that meant that they were dry, and 24 is what's left. 24 is still wet. And then Jess is doing this, the measuring things activity book, for a little extra math practice for him as well. And Mr. Eli, can I see the front of your book so I can see what you're doing? What are you doing? 1, 2, 3. All right, then we're gonna read this book, which they have loved a lot this school year. We cycled it, or this month we cycled it back into our morning basket, and I have got to organize all of their clipboard stuff because somebody, and I won't say who, ripped everything off their clipboards. Yeah, do you think it was you? Yeah, I think it was you too. Hey, are you crazy? Hey, take out your CC. Take out your CC. You're not sleeping. Take it out. Are you the troublemaker in our house right now? No, it's not you? Then who's the troublemaker?
Not me.
Who's the troublemaker?
Mom.
Not you? Not me? Not me. Oh, look what she's got for you. Some Kleenex. You want to do sensory bin? You want to do this one? Okay, say, Dear Jesus.
Amen.
Amen. Say, help me stay away from the homeschool table. Yeah, say, Amen. Keep me entertained over in the corner. You think it's gonna work, Anna? You think it's gonna work? Yeah? Okay, great. That'd be great. If you could make that happen, love, that'd be great. Oh my. Okay. What do you think? You like this one? Yay. Okay, so we're doing map drill a little different today. We're gonna miss, whoops, a couple times this week this way. Okay, Bella, color Alabama pink. All right, color South Carolina green. All right, Eli, color Florida blue.
Wait, this one was already yellow.
Oh, was it still yellow from last time?
Yeah.
Oh well, that's okay. Color right over it. I just noticed, how on earth did I get this marker on my leg? Anna?
I don't know.
How'd I get the marker on my leg? How'd you do that?
Messy?
You little stinker.
Oh.
It's all over your hands. And it's all over your face. And that was my folded laundry. That was going in their rooms. That was sitting on top of the beanbag.
Orange.
Virginia's orange. All right, Miss Bellaboo is helping me get set up. We are going to do our fall tea time today. We are not in school next week. It's our week off, so we're doing a little extra fun tea time today. We always do nature study and poetry tea time together. I feel like getting outside and doing tea time kind of gets the kids acclimated with the nature, and then I can kind of see what they're staring at and paying attention to, and we can go and do a nature study from there. So there's snacks inside, but today we are going to go on a nature walk first and then come back. I've got this book for them. They enjoyed this last year, so we're gonna read that one, and they are loving Shel Silverstein right now. It's a total throwback for me. I've got this little apple cinnamon soda, and then I've got a little snack tray inside, nothing fancy, all prepackaged stuff. When we get back from our nature study and we get ready to do a little nature craft and read, then I will bring it out so that the chickens don't get it. So we are going to go grab our clipboards and go on a nature walk now. So the reason that I put nature time midweek is because usually by midweek we would not have like 2 hours to sit down in school and like have everybody have a good attitude. So we're usually ready to go on a nice long nature walk and sit outside for a couple of hours on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. So far so good. This has been a great decision with our schedule. What'd you find?
A pine cone.
Did you mark it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Found an acorn.
You guys find anything cool to collect?
Needles everywhere.
What is? Pine needles everywhere, yep.
Oh, look at those ferns. Look at the ferns.
How are you holding up in here?
Hey.
You think this is gonna help you take a nice nap today? Huh? You're not gonna look at me?
Oh, I found a creeper. Is there a creeper on here?
A creeper? Oh, you found a creeper? I don't, let's see what we can use that as. Go show me what you found.
A creeper.
A creeper.
A Virginia creeper.
Okay. Okay, bring me your list now and let's see what you found, like a little weed?
No,
okay.
It's a creeper.
Okay, well let's look here. Let's look. Do you mean a clover? Okay, let's see. How about a pretty weed? There's a pretty weed on there. Does that sound good?
What is this?
Yeah, it's a weed. So you want to write a pretty weed?
Mommy, can you mark it off?
You want me to mark it off?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a pretty weed. There you go.
I found a pretty weed!
Somebody didn't make it. And neither did my hair. Gotta love Florida. It was actually beautiful and breezy.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna see if she is gonna lay down in her bed or if she wakes up when I try, and then we'll go outside for our tea time. And somebody popped right up when I tried to lay her down. Cupcake? You see cupcakes? And they all carried some of their nature treasures for our craft.
Wait, I didn't get to carry.
Oh, you left them inside?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's okay because we'll have our tea time and then you can go get them. What do you want? You want more tea? Okay. We carved a funny face of silly shape and size, a pointy nose, a jagged mouth, and 2 enormous eyes. We set it in a pillow and we put a candle in, then lit it up. All right, this one is eating her lunch early while the other ones are finishing their craft, although from the sounds of it, it's not going that well outside. So they're gonna listen to an audiobook while they eat lunch and I rock her down. And their job today outside was to make nature monsters. So this is like a one-eyed, a cyclops bat. Is that what it is? Chicken. Oh. So I think that somebody else is gonna have a nap today besides the little one. Essential oils are going for the kids in their rooms. They're doing quiet time. The baby is napping. And well, it is the perfect setup to get some housework done because she is napping at the start of quiet time, meaning I do have a full hour. I am going to take this as a little bit of a rest time because yes, my house is a mess, but we have people coming over this evening. There goes that. We have people coming over this evening and I'm gonna need to prepare a dish before I take Bella to dance for that. And then I know that we'll be picking up before they come over. And so I don't wanna spend my entire day cleaning. And also tomorrow we're taking the older 2 kids to Miami. And it's gonna, and yesterday we had kind of a weird day and I just know that if I don't take a little bit of time for some quiet time too, I'm gonna be wiped out. So, and we have a really busy weekend coming up this weekend. So literally this hour may be like my only hour to just kind of sit down and chill out for a little bit. So I'm gonna go and start approving YouTube comments while I eat my lunch and maybe I'll read a book or I might just sit on my phone on the couch, who knows, but that's what's going on right now. Everybody needed a rest. I'm really hoping a couple of them actually fall asleep because, you know, we had a late night last night. They still got up at their normal time. It's just been kind of a wackadoo kind of a day, so. You are so bad. Yes, ma'am. She knows she's in trouble, so she said yes, ma'am, but she doesn't even know that I didn't tell her to do something. Oh my gosh. She slept for 20 minutes. So the kids finished out their quiet time and now they are going to do violin and she is going to trash the house. Hey, do you ever stop? Do you ever stop? Do you slow down? You toddler so hard. Say, I toddler so hard. So hard. About 2 o'clock now and my hair was up and it looks terrible now. But it is not so exciting to the kids when it's 2 because that is the time that we do our contributions and I tidy up and yada yada, and so we're all cleaning and no excuses. When they finish their violin practice, I sent them to separate rooms to finish their practice today. Jesse's violin is out of tune and I need John to tune it because I'm doing a terrible job, and so together it just sounds like nails on a chalkboard. And also they're actually in the same class and Bella is obviously much further along than Jesse is, and so sometimes when they practice together tensions get heightened. Is that the right phrase? So I sent them to separate rooms and I'm gonna go check on them. Normally we would just work through it together, but they have a performance on Monday and I just don't want anybody to have any concern about their ability or lack of ability before the performance. So they're practicing in separate rooms, probably for the majority of the week. So I'm gonna clean. I think today's the day where I'm gonna assign each kid a floor to vacuum and basically like Swiffer mop. That's super helpful because then they pick everything up and then they clean, either they mop, and it's just one small area, but it saves me so much time than doing it all myself. So I think they're gonna do that while I work on dishes and putting all the sheets on the beds that are now washed and free of nosebleed blood. It's hard work when you're 4, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for working so hard, dude.
Good job, Eli.
Good job, bud. This one knows that if he finished his chores without complaining, that he would be allowed to try his costume on the minute it got here. So he's just parking it here on the couches with some Legos, and he is not gonna move. And we have about 30 minutes till our mail usually comes, so. Camping out over here, and I'm gonna go finish my chores now. All right, guys, is it just me, or is there just nothing like fresh made beds with fresh sheets? I don't know what it is, and I know I've said this before, but there's nothing like it for me. I always, when I need to like deep clean our house, instead of, I know a lot of people start at the kitchen sink or start with laundry, but I strip the beds and make fresh beds, fresh sheets, and I'm like a little bit of a weirdo too when it comes to like, if this one's bed needs to be stripped, then this one's bed's also gonna get stripped because I like them to match. And then I have like 2 sets of comforters and sheets for each bed. But then also Bella's I have to do because I have like a favorite set for her bed, and I like to use it at the same time that I'm using the favorite set for the boys' bed. So I have like an on set and an off set. And then most often I'll redo my bedroom as well. So I don't know, something about it makes me feel good. I sleep better knowing my babies are sleeping on fresh, clean sheets. I hope I don't give my kids some kind of complex about their beds and homemaking when they're adults. Like, I can just imagine like their dorms or something are trashed, but they're panicking because their bed's not made. Costumes are here. I'm such a last minute mom. My kids are going to be the Justice League for Halloween. And I want to know, I think it would be fun. You guys leave it in the comments. All of my kids, it's the first year they're going to be a group. So let me know in the comments if you think you know who is going to be who. So there are 6 official Justice League characters, superheroes. Yes, superheroes. Spider-Man, FYI, is not one of them. My kids were very firm with me about making sure that I was schooled in who is who, which one is Marvel and which one is DC. Obviously, I have some learning to do, but I want to know if you guys know who is going to be who, including possibly John and I. I think we might just be wearing t-shirts. So there is Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Flash, and Wonder Woman. So let me know between the 6 of us, ouch, who is going to be who, and I will pin the comment to the top of the person who gets it right first. So let me know, guys. That'll be fun. Okay, so chores are done and everything's done except for whatever is left in their folders. Each of them had something that they needed me to assist them with today. So Bella has her typing to go, Jesse has his reading to go, and then we're done. All right, so it is almost 4 o'clock, and this is the time of day where I usually just want to sit down and crash. But I have found that if I just go ahead and kick it into high gear here, which is funny because at this time of day, and I think naturally just anyway, regardless of our former job situation, but at this time of day, I would try to take a little bit of a rest because I was gearing up to do dinner and bath time. I'm gonna put my evening routine up here because guys, I knew at that point when I was filming our evening routine that everything was about to change, and I didn't ever want to forget kind of like where we came from as far as our schedule went. So I used to get ready because I knew that I was gonna be alone until like 10 or 11 still, and I wanted to get a little bit of a rest, switch from school mom to just fun mom before we did the whole dinner thing. But now I find naturally around 4 still want to be like, okay, time to save up some energy. But the reality is if I sit down now at 4, I don't want to get up and start cooking at 5. So what I found is that if I start cooking and prepping dinner when I'm done with all my other responsibilities as far as like school and tidying up and things like that, then I can really sit down, kind of like some delayed gratification. When we sit down to eat dinner, then I'm like officially done. John pretty much does the bedtime routine these days anyway. And so I am going to prep a lasagna. So oftentimes it means we're eating pretty early, like 5:15. Sometimes it's something that I prep and then it has to go in the oven. It doesn't go in the oven until like 4:45 and we're eating at 5:45 or 6. But anyway, I just find that I'm so much more satisfied if I just kind of rev up and work a little bit harder, push through that tired feeling around 4. So anyway, I'm going to prep a lasagna now. One of my kids is at speech and occupational therapy. John actually will pick him up. He was just dropped off. John will pick him up on his way home from work. And then when John gets home, I pretty much immediately leave to take Isabella to dance. I have to leave a little bit earlier today because it's my week to grab Starbucks for the dance mamas. And she has dance multiple nights a week, so we all take turns. And then, yes, so if John puts the lasagna in the oven, or if I put the lasagna in the oven as I leave, then John, as long as he listens for the timer, and there will be another lady here, so maybe she'll listen for the timer. Somebody will notice the timer. Somebody listens for the timer, they'll pull it out, and I should be home about 15 minutes after. One of the ladies who are going to be here, her daughter dances with Bella, and so I'm gonna bring them both home. So while dance is going on, John's gonna be here with our church worship team practicing for a retreat we have coming up. We are the ones who have like the most little kids. So we tend to have that at our house. And so I tend to feed everyone as a thank you for taking time out of their day and coming here to make it more convenient for us. So yes, we should all be eating together, all of us, adults and kids, after they practice, which they will be practicing while I'm at dance with those girls. So yes, fingers crossed that it all works out today and that somebody hears the timer, otherwise lasagna will be just a little bit overdone. Oops, I rolled the wrong window down. Hi, I have a pickup order for Abigail.
Abigail, let me make sure we have it. All right, video.
Ooh, that's a long line. Okay, you can just get out and run to dance. It's right there. I'm kidding. Did you think I was serious?
Yeah.
Oh, lovey. Why am I driving like a dodo today? I rolled the wrong window down again. It's because we're late. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you, you too. Run, go. Go, 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 go. Love you. That way, it's that way. It's that way. That way.
But though he was smaller and not half as fierce, his head was...
All right, it is 8:30. Everyone just left. We got home from dance at 7:30. Dinner was ready to go. We all ate. They finished their practice and I just rocked the baby to sleep. I'm down and out. I'm done. I'm exhausted. I think John and I are going to try to watch last night's This Is Us episode, which means I'm gonna fall asleep and he's going to watch most of it before he falls asleep. I'm reading a book right now called The Memory Keeper's Daughter, and it's really good, but it's really slow going for me as far as like, it's taking me forever to read it. I've been reading it for quite some time now, and I just don't have the mental capacity to do any of that. My Bible study from the day, nothing. I'm whooped. So I'm done, calling it a night. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know you guys have been waiting for that for a while. Sometimes I just need to get over it and film a day in the life. But thanks again to Teaching Textbooks for sponsoring this video. I'm going to put a link below to that free trial. Make sure you check that out and check out their Instagram and Facebook pages and let them know that I sent you. I will see you guys soon. Bye.